I was halfway through a plate of grilled octopus in a tiny seaside town in Greece when I knew something was seriously wrong. Like, not just a bad clam or too much sun. I mean, stomach cramps so sharp I thought I'd pulled a muscle just from breathing. At first, I tried to brush it off. Maybe I just overdid it. I mean, who gets sick on vacation, right? But then came the fever. And the chills. And this awful feeling like my body was turning against me, one organ at a time. And that's when it hit me. I was in a foreign country, alone, barely speaking the language, and my body was shutting down. That kind of panic? It's not fun. I was 4 days into what was supposed to be a dreamy 2-week escape. You know, beaches, wine, books I hadn't read in months. Instead, I was Googling English-speaking doctor near me while lying in a dark hotel room that smelled like lemon-scented floor cleaner and regret. Now here's the kicker. I almost didn't buy travel insurance. I really didn't. Like, I remember staring at that little checkbox during booking, add travel insurance, and I was this close to skipping it. I mean, how often does something actually go wrong? Turns out, sometimes things go very wrong. Luckily, and I don't even remember why, maybe it was a late night Reddit thread or my mom's voice in the back of my head, I'd signed up for a policy through Oris, Insure a few weeks before. Didn't think much of it. Just figured it was one of those better safe than sorry things. But the second my temperature hit 102 and I realized I couldn't stand up without getting dizzy, that policy turned into a lifeline. The local clinic didn't take international cards. They needed a guarantee of payment up front, like immediately, and I was not in the mood to negotiate in broken Greek while clutching my side in pain. So I pulled up my email, found my policy info from Aura's, and called their emergency number. Within 30 minutes, I had a translator on the line, a guarantee of coverage faxed to the clinic, and a cab on the way to take me to a partner hospital 1 town over. It was surreal. The doctors spoke perfect English. The hospital was clean, calm, no waiting room drama. They ran some tests. Turns out it was a nasty bacterial infection from who knows what. Could have gotten really bad if I'd waited it out. I stayed there for 2 nights. Got 4 antibiotics, round-the-clock care, and meals that were surprisingly decent, considering the circumstances. And you know what? I didn't pay a cent out of pocket. I kept bracing for some surprise bill moment, but it never came. And the support from Auras? Constant. They checked in on me. They sent me local tips for food and rest once I was discharged. It honestly felt more like a travel buddy than an insurance company. Now I know this probably sounds like some dramatic pitch, but trust me, I'm not that person. I don't usually talk about this kind of stuff, but getting sick abroad shook me in a way I didn't expect. I think we all have this illusion that vacations are this bubble. Nothing bad can touch you when you're sipping spritzes by the sea. That life doesn't care about your itinerary. And when things go sideways, you want to know there's someone in your corner. If there's one thing I've learned, it's this. Buy the travel insurance. Every time. Even if it feels like a waste. Even if you're just hopping over to Paris for a weekend. Because when it's 3 a.m., and your vision is blurry and you don't know what's wrong with your body, that peace of mind, that backup plan, it becomes everything. I still travel. Still love the chaos of new places and the weird snacks and trying to order coffee without accidentally asking for a foot massage. But now, I always book with Aura.insure. I don't hype stuff I don't believe in, but for me, this is just one of those hacks that quietly saves your whole trip when it matters most. So yeah, if you're heading anywhere, do yourself a favor. Look it up. I'll drop the link in the description. It's not flashy, but it might just save your vacation.